I want to talk about the strange event of realizing synchronicity within numbers or feeling like the universe is almost trying to send you a message. More or less glitch in the matrix stories. Yeah, this is the strange side of TikTok. I mostly post prison related content. Sometimes I go into weird paranormal, glitch in the matrix, quantum immortality, astral projection, deja vu, things like that. This is one of those videos. I think this is the fourth one or the fifth one. I'm not sure, but all the rest got decent engagement. So I understand I'm not the only one that thinks this way and has an open mind. I experience the weirdest stuff when I'm sleeping. Some people go to sleep, they wake up, that's it. It was darkness, whatever. I haven't had a night that I have not had a night that I didn't have a dream. At least I can't even tell you. Like, I've been home about 19 months. That hasn't happened one time. Maybe in my incarceration I had some nights like that, maybe. But when I go to sleep, it's an entire story is unfolding. I have, like, it almost feels like parallel lives of mine are like playing out. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Just last night I had one of the scariest dreams I've had in a long time. It doesn't classify as a night terror or anything like that, but I was conscious and I was aware that I was conscious. But this time I didn't know I was dreaming. And in my dream, I was with Monique, my kids, and some other people, like random people. I don't know who they were. But it wasn't the real version of Monique and my kids. And I knew that. And at one point in the dream, they knew that I knew that. And I was confronting them. Like, who are you? And why do you look like my family, but you're acting different? And after so long, I started running from them and they were like chasing me. But up until that point, they were trying to deceive me that they were them. And it felt like I was just living out another regular day, right? So in my dream, something happened. I'm not going to go into detail with me and my fiance, And during that process, something happened that made me feel like something wasn't right. Almost like she was an alien or something. So we like separate and I go in the other room and I'm actually looking in the mirror. And now this is the weirdest part. In my dream, I could see myself in the mirror. I looked like myself, but I didn't have no face tattoos. Like, it's the weirdest shit ever. It's like my spirit recognized myself in the mirror, but I didn't look like this. I just looked myself, no face tats. That shit blew me away when I woke up and realized that that's a thing. That's like a capability in our dreams. Well, while that's going on, in my dream, I feel something on my leg. I look down and there's this long, like, fucking slime worm thing sticking out of my leg. And I go to try to pull it out and Monique's standing in the doorway now telling me not to touch it. Don't mess with it. Leave it alone. And I'm like, well, what is it? And she's looking at it like, no, I wouldn't even worry about it. It's no big deal. So right there in my dream, I started feeling like something ain't right, I just wanted to explain that. That's really not what this video is going to be about. So in the last day, I've had 3 weird things with numbers. I was on the phone with Monique telling her I was making a video yesterday, our holy airball video. And when I did it, I needed a photo of Leavittsburg High School, the front. I found this. This is of the old high school that they tore down. You can see this is in like the late 90s. And as I'm looking at it, I said, there's a phone number right there to Monique on the phone. I go, look, they even got the phone number. I said, this is so old, they don't even got the 330 area code. And right as I'm saying that, I look above it and see, and also in red letters, which you see everything's in black, it says 330. So like as I was saying that to her, it felt like I spoke it into existence, because out of all the black letters, you see it's 330 and then the 4-7, but that means, and it's actually lined up perfect. So if it dropped down, then it would be the full phone number like we see it in our area. I found that a little bit strange, but I'm like, not that big of a deal, right? Monique was upstairs, we're talking, I'm watching a show on TV. I literally said to her, hey, I'm going to try to get this person I'm in my inbox to want to do an interview today. Within 2 to 3 seconds of me saying that, the lady on the TV said, well, how'd your interview go? I looked at the TV and I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, coincidence, kind of weird, but not really trying to think too far into it, right? So then I'm scrolling on TikTok. Our kids were just in Florida. I'm literally talking to Monique saying, so are they on their way back from Florida or what? And she goes, yeah. And as I'm scrolling, the next thing I get to was a video talking about Florida. Weirdest fucking shit, you guys. Like, 3 times. You had this, the thing with the interview, and the thing with Florida. Now, yes, you could call it, it's a coincidence. It's whatever. I don't think it's that. I think whether you want to call it a spirit, a person, an entity, a spirit being, or God, or just anything like that, I feel like it's something reaching out, trying to maybe give you messages, or you're speaking them into existence. Like, you're saying these things and then it's coming to pass within our physical reality we call life. See, I believe this sounds crazy, right? I get that. But you can't tell me anything different. I believe this. There's the many worlds theory. Astrophysicists and different people believe there's layers of existence, reality, whatever. I honestly believe we are like a human being species living as different human beings, separate lives, but I think we are somehow all connected through our consciousness or our spirit. I also believe this ain't our real life. I think that we are here having a physical experience to learn things and to experience things, but I don't believe this is who we really are. I think that our spirit, like the essence of who we are, is actually from somewhere else, which is why when people pass away and come back, NDEs or whatever, they say they felt like they were home and they had this peace and they broke free from their shell, like they shedded. I honestly do think that and believe that, like, we are not just here and this is it. I think when we pass away, we, it's just more to it. But I also believe in quantum immortality, meaning that there's possibility that we are experiencing different lives and timelines, but you can actually only perceive one at a time. Like, I really think that I have passed away a few times and then jumped timelines, but left my body behind where my family would see me in the casket. I would just not remember it, and you just wake up from a dream. I've told you guys this numerous times. I literally have a memory unaliving myself. But at 4 in the morning, I just woke up. So I went from remembering doing it, like I literally know that I fucking did it. And then the next thing you know, I'm climbing off the couch looking around like, and it was, this is the thing. The moment I climbed off the couch, I didn't forget the night before. Like, when I Google this shit, people say online, like, you're not supposed to remember quantum immortality. If you're not supposed to remember your past lives, or if you jump timelines. It almost feels like it was a glitch. Or maybe it's because I'm so into, like, learning about this shit that I was able to somehow catch on to the secret. Because I literally, when I woke up, I remembered the night before. And I was like, did I fucking dream that? But at that exact moment, something didn't feel right. It was like this nagging feeling that I was starting fresh. So I went upstairs, woke Monique up, talked to her. She literally told me none of that shit happened. Whatever, saying that it was all a dream. There was actually no proof that I was even drinking to me, which was weird. There was so many things that ties in with this that does not make sense. And ever since then, I have this nagging feeling every day where at least 5-10 times a day, I'll just get a random thought in my mind of what I did. And I'm talking like a visualization of me doing this will come through my mind, and me think in my mind like, damn, I can't believe I did that to myself. And then I'll sit there and go, damn, I can't believe I did that to myself. And then people say it's mental health shit. No, I think what it is it's the many worlds theory. So if it's a many worlds theory and that everything's, I believe we're happening all at once, and it's like your choices branch off. Every choice you make, but you always go to the timeline you survive. So every time that choice happens and something bad happens here, your consciousness veers off and you ain't supposed to remember it. Let me know if y'all think you believe in this or what.
You're tuned in to Packy Visions TV. Welcome to the Vision. From cell walls to cell screens, this is real prison talk, paranormal encounters, interviews, and daily vlogs.